Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the X's and O Show, man. Super excited today.
Yes, sir.
We
We
got
got
a
a
top 15 under 25, man.
big list coming up. Big list.
Big list. You know we got to put on for the boys in Detroit.
This is the future for the NBA, baby. Let's do it.
No doubt.
Now this list, even when we were just texting about it to start, bro, we are already hard debating.
And we're already going off in the group chat. Like, man,
we're like, we gotta
man.
save it, bro. We gotta save it.
Save it for the pod, man, because
Facts.
Isaac made some comments that may have
I
to
made
be
some.
addressed.
I made some strong comments that we'll get
Just
to it later.
stand by
We'll
that.
get to it later.
Just stand by that,
I
bro.
will.
And we'll get to you.
I got the
Just stand
stats to
by
back
that.
it up. You know, I did some research. So,
But we're gonna start from 15 and go down to 1. Top 15 under 25 players
25
that were 25 last
included.
season do not count. So Shea is 26. He does not count.
Old bag.
Injuries are a part of the list, but it's on us to rank what you want to do. It's all your say. LaMelo
Yeah,
Ball.
you know, if your player's not healthy, he ain't playing. He ain't a top player. You got to play to be a top player.
But what I'm saying at the same time is it's all subjective, I guess.
Yeah,
so Zion, LaMelo, so on and so forth. Them guys can be on your list, but it's up to you to determine, is availability the best ability. So,
right.
Who wants to start off, man? We'll go from 15 down to 1. Jake, you want to start us off with your 15?
Yeah, all right. So I'll start off with number 15 with Franz Wagner.
Okay.
Michigan guy right there.
Yep. He very versatile player, I think he's a great two-way kind of player. He can shoot the ball a little bit. He scores. He averaged 21 points per game last season with 6 boards and 4 assists, and he can kind of just do it all, and he's a good defender. And then they made the playoffs last season too, and I think they got a solid squad with Banchero.
Yeah, another guy.
I like it. He was one of my honorable mentions, I'm not going to lie, but
yeah, no, he was up there for me as well. He's a great shooter, man. Does it all, really. I feel like
he's very good player. Pops out sometimes too. He gets a couple 30 bombs every once in a while for points.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's definitely a good player. My 15, I got Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Okay.
DPOY player. He is probably the most experienced player out of all these, being drafted so young and everything, been in the league for a few years. Mm-hmm. And I feel like he's kind of capped out, DPOY. He's not really going to do too much more, averaging 22 and 5. I feel like he's kind of capped out. His defense is great, so I had to put him in the list here.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like it. My 15, I had 2 guys that I literally could not decide between. I'll be honest.
So you got a top 16.
I kind of have a top 15. I have a 15A and a 15B. My 15A is Jalen Williams from the OKC Thunder. I know you guys probably got him higher on your list, but man, I like JDub. Don't get me wrong. He's a bucket. But when I just look at the guys above him that I have over him on the list, I just feel like these guys bring
so a lot of young talent in the league.
I definitely have 15 players above him. So he definitely did not make that list.
I got 15 players above him too. He's not in my top 15.
Really? Okay, because we were talking earlier, and I could have swore that you guys were going to – because you guys were kind of vouching for
I was going to, and then I realized that there's other better options out there.
There's a lot of good young talent in the league. He's one of them, but when I think under 25, I don't think of Jay Williams off rip.
Yeah.
No, because the guy that I have with him as well is Tyler Hero.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
That's my 15B. Dude, Tyler, just microwave scorer, 6th man of the year, a winner, 25 or 22 point per game scorer. But at the same time, him and JDub are kind of in that same category where it's like, okay, they can score the ball. And Tyler Hero can pass the ball too. And JDub can too, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like maybe they are this good because of the situations that they're in, which I don't take into account too much. But at the same time, the Miami Heat need a scorer. Tyler Hero is exactly what Miami
he's right.
Heat need.
He's right what Butler and Bam need right next to him.
Exactly. They need a guy that can just score. They don't need a guy that needs to go out there and play lockdown defense when you have Jimmy Butler, when you have Bam Adebayo, when you have, so on and so forth.
Big booty Kyle Lowry.
Yeah. Right. So that was those are my 15. 1A is Jalen Williams. 1B is Tyler Hero. So,
Yeah. No, I feel like definitely our like 14, 15, they're going to be interchangeable honorable mentions
Yeah,
and stuff like
exactly. When you get to 12 through 15, it's kind of like these guys are almost like on like the same type of tier.
that.
But at the same time, you have to differentiate. So, Jake, you want to lead us off with your
Yeah,
14?
the reason why I didn't have Tyler Hero in my top 15 is just because, like, as an individual player, with these rankings, I like guys that can kind of do it all. And yeah, Tyler Hero's like a good scorer and stuff like that, but I think on the defensive end, he kind of just lacks a little bit. But
Understandable.
I do think he has a
Even though you're a big Tyler Hero fan.
I am a big Tyler Hero fan. I like
You
him a
got the
lot.
socks
I like
on?
Tyler Hero
You got
too.
the
I
socks
really
on?
do. I love him on the Pistons.
I think, yeah, I just think on the Miami
Yeah,
Heat,
no.
he is in a great position on the Miami Heat for sure. Fits
Yeah.
really well. All right, so number 14, just like what Isaac said, I got to go with Triple J, man. DPOY can score a little bit. The only reason why I wouldn't say he's like higher in this list is because his field goal percentage is 46% as a big man. Like that's kind of lacking a little bit, but he is one of the big men that can shoot just a tad bit. So I like that.
He thinks he can.
He can stretch the floor.
He can shoot a little bit, but yeah, I'd just love to see him be a little bit more of an efficient scorer. But his defense is definitely one of the best for sure.
Yeah. So
Isaac, can I cut you off real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Because I have Triple J at 14 as well.
All right.
Okay. That's my same 14. Pretty much same thing that Jake said, because I do value defense, but to a point. Because I do think that Triple J can stretch the floor. But what it really just came down to was the guys above him. If I'm sitting there saying, who do I want to start a team with? These guys, I would take over him. So
this list is almost, I kind of thought of it like, all right, league starting over, redraft, number one pick. You're looking at all these players like starting. It's kind of how I looked at it a little bit.
Yeah.
14.
Oh, my bad. You go, Isaac.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I do think once Ja gets healthy again, too, the Memphis Grizzlies, they'll be winning some games, too.
Oh, no doubt. I think they're a playoff team. Ja
and Triple J, they'll definitely do some damage in the league.
They'll host a home game series first round.
Yeah, I agree. I think they can be a top 15, top 5 seed. I'm not gonna lie.
But, in the West, yeah.
I'm gonna get hate for this one right here, but it's purely due to health. I got LaMelo at 14, bro.
Oh, okay.
That dude.
No, that's fine.
Dude, I was like, research on this, bro. People had him like top 5, top 7. I was like, that's crazy.
I thought you were gonna say Cade.
No.
But you got some hometown bias, so.
Yeah, for me, LaMelo's a great player, man. Great shooter, great passer. He's taller, grabs the boards, but dude, if you can't stay healthy, what are you really?
Oh, agreed. Yeah.
If you're not on the court, you're not out there helping your team.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's certain circumstances where it's like on this list I have, okay, these players are more proven. But dude, like LaMelo, we haven't seen him hoop. I think it was over like 60 games in the last 2 years. He hasn't played a full season in 2 years, so it's like
it was like 20 and 30. Last season was 20, and the season before that was like 30. So it's like if you're playing 50 games over 2 years, you're not even playing a full season.
Right.
Yeah. No, we used to have this debate all the time about Cade. Like he missed like the first like 2 seasons. We're like, dude, you got to stay healthy for a year.
Yeah, but at the same time, talent can sometimes outweigh rankings on a list. So
I agree.
I'm not mad at LaMelo at 14 though.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's a little low, but
it probably is a little low. But okay, 13. You want to lead us off, Jake?
Yeah, yep. So 13. I'm gonna go with hometown hero, Cade Cunningham. Man, he can really do it all as a player. He can score. He has a perfect mid-range game. He can pass, dish the ball. I do think his stats would be even more higher if he had more help, but I don't know. He's on the Pistons, so he's in a tough situation there. But I do think
all in all, if the Hornets offered us LaMelo Ball for Cade Cunningham straight up, you would take that trade?
No, I'd keep Cade for sure over LaMelo, I think.
But LaMelo's higher on your list. And
who said LaMelo's on his list?
Yeah, LaMelo's on my list.
Okay. Keep going. I don't mean to cut you off.
He's a
I don't
top
know.
tier
I wish
instigator.
Cade had a better 3-point shooting game to him,
That's
and
fair.
then
He's definitely improved from his first 2 years.
right.
in
I do
shooting.
see him having like I think he's just gonna keep on getting better throughout the years for sure.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's valid.
Jutter, you got 13, or you want me to go?
I'll go real quick. I got LaMelo. At 13. Pretty much to echo what Isaac said, I mean, availability just really isn't there. At the same time, I think he tries on defense, but when you look at him like from a bird's eye view, he's not a guy that you
He's
really
a
want out there.
slow-footed. I think his
Yeah.
length plays into his factor with his steals.
Right. And
But I think
especially
he's slow to his feet. I think he's flat-footed. I don't think he's
yeah, and exactly on defense, like a guy can only try so much. But I mean, all in all, he's an elite playmaker. He can shoot the ball very well. He can score the ball. He does do a little bit of everything, and at the same time, like we said with Cade, I think if he was on a better team, he would be a little bit more productive. But I love LaMelo's game, but at the same time, it's just the injuries are just holding me back personally just a little bit.
That team would be more productive if he was playing. The Hornets don't have a bad squad, but
Right.
I mean, when you're missing your best player,
what's
like
up?
that pounding or no?
Nah.
Okay.
Thing that I like about LaMelo though more than Cade is that I think he's a little bit shiftier, flashier, and just quicker. I think Cade has a little bit kind of like heavy feet, kind of.
He's got that like Chris Paul built in him, bro, where he's not like fast, but he'll give you that midi. He knows how to come up the screen and pass the ball.
Yeah, I do think that LaMelo has like a higher ceiling than Cade Cunningham. Unfortunately, I think he's lengthier, quicker, better athlete too. I think, and he can shoot the ball better too. But right now, I like Detroit. Or I like Cade on the Pistons for sure.
That's valid. That's a valid argument. I mean, I don't really see a problem with that. Isaac, who's your 13th?
I got Evan Mobley at 13.
Okay.
I personally, for me, I like Evan Mobley as a player, but I think he fits in perfect on that Cavs. I think he's a great young player. I think if they got rid of Jared Allen, he'd be even better. He'd probably be, but
so Evan Mobley over Triple J?
I think so. Yeah, he shoots the ball better than Triple J.
Okay, I don't.
Like I said too, if Jared Jackson,
I don't know if I can get down with that. Man.
I think if Jared Allen was out of Cleveland, I think he'd be a much better player. I think his points would go up. I think his rebounds would go up. I think his defensive stats would go up. I think he'd just be an all-around better player, but I think he's kind of capped out where he's at, having kind of like that 2 big man role on Cleveland.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. I didn't really think about it like that, but it does make sense. So
the way I look at it too is, I think we've seen, like I said earlier, I think we've seen all we've seen with Jaren Jackson Jr. I think he's kind of capped out to an asset.
That's valid, yeah.
But Evan Mobley, I think, has got a lot more in him as a player.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Number 12.
Number 12, I got Evan Mobley. So, I mean, me and Isaac are kind of on the same page with that. He's on the Cavs. He's a key factor on the Cavs. They play winning basketball. They got a really nice squad there with Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. That's a player that I don't have in my top 15 though.
That was an honorable mention.
And I was really thinking about putting DG on there too. But
yeah, but no, I do think Evan Mobley. He's a great defender. He's very good defender, and then he can score the ball as well. So
okay.
We haven't had anyone outside of like our list so far. So
yeah, let's see. We haven't had anything like too blasphemous so far.
Yeah, no.
So far.
I'll say this though, I don't have Evan Mobley on my list.
Yeah.
Really?
Just all in all, just looking at him, I
just spit on his name real quick. Just go ahead.
I mean, I like Evan Mobley. Don't get me wrong. I just think he's kind of limited, especially when you're on such a good team like the Cavs. Not such a good team, but you're on a playoff team with Donovan Mitchell. You got good guys.
But Donovan Mitchell's the key scorer on that.
But what's the difference between Evan? I know they're different players and different types of players, but what's the difference between Evan Mobley and Tyler Hero and Jalen Williams? They're all that like third option on a championship team.
Yeah, it's true.
All kind of limited, all kind of capped out. I mean, I know they're different players. I know they have different roles.
To be honest, the one thing
is kind of the same.
the thing off the top of my head is maybe just Evan Mobley might be just a little bit more replaceable than a guy like Tyler Hero and Jalen Williams.
I think you
If
could say
that
that
makes
about all
sense.
big men nowadays. I mean,
That's true, and
if
that's
you have a
probably where
big
it
man that
stems
can,
from. Is just
if you
being
can
a
have a
big.
big man that can stretch it, I think any big man is really That's
Yeah.
why we've seen Tobias Harris last so long, bro.
I mean, I agree. I do agree, but yeah, it's just it's tit for tat with these lists. So it's like you have to pick and choose this guy over this guy because of
Yeah.
this big of a reason. You know, it's not like
No, that's
You
what
know?
we were talking about with like ESPN just dropped their top 100 list. Like, bro, we can compare 5 and 4, but it's pulling hairs, bro.
exactly. It's pulling errors.
LeBron
Exactly.
at 5 or LeBron at 4, Tom
Yeah.
Brady at 5. It's like LeBron already
Right.
don't have much hair left already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so are we on? We're on 12 right now, right?
Yeah, you gotta read your 12 and I gotta read my 12.
So Jake, your 12 is Evan Mobley, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. My 12 is the guy that you guys probably have a lot higher on your list. I got Chet Holmgren at number 12.
Yeah, I do have Chet a lot higher.
I just think the guys above him, and I love Chet as a player. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Chet fan. Like, he's one of like my favorite players in the league. But all in all, when I look at Chet and when we look at that OKC playoff run, what did we see? We seen that he needs another big man next to him. He cannot play with Jalen Williams at the center and him at the power forward. That's why everyone was saying they're going to go out and grab a center. They're going to go. That's why they got Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah, no, he definitely was more of a, I could say like a liability on defense.
Right.
But he just has a hard time, I think, coming out and guarding around the perimeter.
And that's the thing.
That kind of leaves the paint open.
Right. And what it comes down to is just the guys above him. I would just start my team with them rather than Chet. But I love Chet's game.
Yeah.
I think Chet can shoot the ball. I think he can do a little bit of everything. But
I think we saw flashes of Chet's like ball handling potential, which I'm excited to see.
No doubt. And I think Chet is going to be next year, all in all, he's going to be top 10 on this list next year, no doubt. And I think that he can take a very big step. But when you look at it, another thing that went into me too was that he didn't play his rookie year. So this year was his rookie year. So looking at it from one season and going on, it's like he needs to show me just a little bit more for me to put him higher than guys like Zion, like Alperen Sengun, like Halliburton, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So
that's respectable.
So he's my 12.
At number 12, I got the hometown hero, Cade.
Okay.
Dude, I don't know if it's because when we look at Cade, we hold him to a higher standard than everyone else. I would just like to see a little bit more out of him. You know what Jake said? I think Jake kind of took the words out of my mouth with it.
So you guys had Scotty Barnes over Cade.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Scotty Barnes has been healthier. Cade missed most of his first 2 years. Scotty Barnes is an elite defender.
If health is one of the main
factors. If Cade had a better 3-point shot and wasn't a turnover machine, I'd have him over Scotty Barnes. But
I'm not even worried about turnovers.
I'm not either because Cade is like
Cade
one of the most
handles the
double and
ball
triple guys in the whole entire
time.
league.
True.
And who are you passing to? Killian Hayes on the wing? You're passing to Kevin Knox in the corner?
Yeah. But right now, like situations, wins and stuff, I think I'd rather have Scotty right now. Okay. Not that I'm saying if I redrafted, I would take him, but right now, as of now, I think Scotty's proven more over his, what has it been, 3 years?
Okay.
I like Scotty Barnes' defense a lot too.
Yeah, that's valid. So I have 11.
11, Jake.
11, I got Zion, man. I think the only reason I have him that low is because of his availability, and he just loves to eat. But if he could just take care of his body, he'd be a top 3 player. He'd be a top 3 player on this list. When he plays, he's unbelievable. There was a time where the Pelicans were number 1 seed in the West, and I remember that with CJ. I think they had CJ McCollum, Brandon. And they had a great squad. Jonas Valanciunas.
Mm-hmm.
The Pelicans, if they are healthy, man, they're dangerous for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt.
I think that was when Frank Mason was leading the squad.
Might have been. So at 11, I got Scotty Barnes. dude, like I've said, it's just a testament of the guys that are above him. I'd just rather start my team. But I like Scotty's game a lot. To me, sometimes he can just be kind of good at all things, not elite at one thing. What?
I thought you were trying to make like
the Scotty Barnes memes, bro.
Yeah,
I thought you were trying to validate
you
them.
were making a face or something.
Oh, the reason why. So yeah, the reason why I
like,
have Scotty Barnes so low on my list is because he belongs on a short bus. He's a little bit stupid. No, I don't know. Just I love what he brings to the table in terms of defense, but at the same time, I just would rather have the guys above him on my list. So
all right, I'm gonna say the first fucking most crazy thing for this podcast right now is that
Luka number 10.
I don't have Chet in the top 15, bro.
You don't have Chet?
Yeah, don't have Chet in the top 15. I think I want to see more from him. I do think he has like one of the higher ceilings.
Because you guys were looking at me crazy when I had him at like 13. So I was like, oh, these dudes got him like top 7.
Yeah, no, I don't have him top 15.
Nah, he doesn't crack my top 7.
I think in a couple years though, he's gonna skyrocket though for sure.
Okay. All right.
What are we at? 11?
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Do I got it? Have you read 11 yet, Jake?
Yeah, mine was Zion.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes. Okay. I got Sengun on the Rockets. To be flat out, man, I have not seen this guy hoop. You never see this guy hoop, bro, for some reason. I know he's good.
He said he ain't never tuned into a Rockets game before, man.
I ain't never tuned into a Rockets game. I ain't never seen bro hoop before. I can read his stats, and his stats look good. I've heard, in the past, I've heard Jokic comparisons.
Yeah.
But I've never tuned into a Rockets game, bro. To be honest with you.
I don't have
he ain't got no highlights, bro. He ain't flashy. He just go out there and do his job. I respect it, but
he's a real good player. I don't got him too much higher than you do, so
yeah. I
got him up there, man. I think he's one of the best playmaking bigs out there right now.
He is a very good playmaker.
Yeah.
No doubt. So Jake at
10. 10, I got LaMelo Ball. I think he does have a very good he has a very high ceiling for sure. He's a very flashy player, quick, and I think he's one of the best floor generals in the league. So if he gets some more help, I think, and if he stays healthy, I think he can be very dangerous in the league.
Yeah.
Valid. Yeah, no doubt. At 10, I have Cade. All in all, if I look at the list here, I'll be honest. If I'm restarting a team and I get a clean slate and I get to build the team with who I want to build around Cade, I am taking him over Scotty Barnes, Chet Holmgren. I'm taking him over these guys just because I know what Cade can do. He's dealt with a shitty situation. At the same time, obviously, you have to take that with a grain of salt because you can't put too much factor in that and say, oh, he's on a bad situation, so he should be higher because of this. But all in all, I just feel like straight up talent-wise, playmaking, rebounding, what he brings to the table, I'm a big fan, obviously, because he's a Piston, obviously, too.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think top 10 is top 10 is arguable.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, dude. Picking these, it's like pulling nails, bro. Like, you gotta honestly, like 10 through like 12, maybe 8 through 12, bro, is like so interchangeable.
Yeah. And almost like a list like this, it's weird, but it's almost like personal preference when it comes down to it.
Yeah. Like, dude, I can
go
to bed and have some Cheerios and switch up my list.
Right. The top 5, maybe not so much is personal preference, but at the same time, the 15 to 10, it's kind of like you got to just go with you got to go with your gut. So who's your
thing with Cade though is like I know he was put in like a crappy situation, but I feel like he should, like if he was like that good, they would not be losing 28 games in a row. last season.
Well, yeah, and the thing is he really can't stay on the court. But at the same time, I feel like that almost plays into the team. I'm excited. What I'm excited to see, this is the best team that he's going into next season.
Best coach, probably.
It's the best coach that he's played for. It's the best team that he's going to play on since his rookie year, where his second best player was Jeremy Grant. His second best player of all time in the NBA has been Jeremy Grant.
Killian Hayes.
And his second best player that he's ever played with
probably
is going to be Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
You look at some of these other guys. Chet Holmgren plays with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, no.
True.
Definitely. At number 10 for me, I got number 10, I got Scotty Barnes. Like you guys said earlier, he locks up, bro. He can still score. I think he's just a overall great lengthy player. Would I rather have him or Cade? I don't know. Flip a coin, but
yeah,
it's tough.
Okay.
I just like Scotty Barnes as a player. I don't know, something about defensive players that can really lock up, really 1 through 4 is kind of valuable on a team. It is valuable on a team. We saw it with Draymond. That was the only reason why he stayed in the league for so long, because he lock up and he could pass.
Yeah, that's valid. All
right, number 9, Jake.
Yep, so number 9, I got Scotty Barnes, and just like what Isaac said, I love a defensive player. That's why I got him over Cade, but I do think Cade definitely has like a higher ceiling offensively. He can definitely play make. Yeah, he can definitely play make better than Scotty, and I don't know if he got a shot better than Scotty though. I don't know. Can Scotty shoot it?
He can stroke that thing a little bit.
I got right here. He shot just about the same.
I like Scotty Barnes' defense, and the Raptors have won more games too. So I mean, I put a team record into this too. So
okay, that's valid, no doubt.
All right.
Okay, so we're at 9.
Yeah.
This is where I have Alperen Sengun. I just think what he brings to the table is so valuable. He's probably the best young player on the Rockets, I'd say. We'll see how Reed Shepherd does, but I just think with playmaking, rebounding, he's not a great defender. But at the same time, I think what he brings to the offensive end is super valuable. I think he dropped like 35 points on Wemby's head. I know it was something like that.
Something blasphemous.
Where it was like, wow, like he went out there and did that. So I just think he's super valuable on the offensive end. He had 45 points. It was a career high. He had that against Wemby. So I think that was kind of like a wake-up call to the league. Because, I mean, he wasn't a lottery pick or nothing, but he was top 17, something like that. So I like Sengun's game a lot. So I got him at number 9.
No, that's respectable. Number 9, this is where I got Zion, Big Boy E. Williams slotted in.
I like it.
I think Zion, he is injury prone. We have seen him have injuries. We kind of see what he is as a player. He can dunk that ball, maybe shoot a little bit, maybe a tad bit. But dude, when I think he's on the court, he is just so electric. It just brings up the team morale and everything. I think I think just his value as a team, dude. When the Pelicans are without him, that team falls like flat on their face.
Oh yeah.
And when he's there, dude, he really brings up that team morale. And dude, his dunks just bring, I think, just a fire to that team's, dude.
Yeah, the only thing he needs to do is just stay in the court.
One of the best finishers in the league too. Like his driving layups and stuff like that. Like he's just so dominant as a player. Like I'm pretty sure one of the seasons his field goal percentage was over 60%.
Yeah, I got it right here. He shot 57 from the field and 33 from 3. So it's like, he's not a bad passer. He's got 5 assists. So it's not
dominant.
Yeah. So Jake, who's your 9?
8.
No, you're 8.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I got Sengun. You know, I just love the new kind of type of player that this league's kind of transitioning to is like a big man that can play make a little bit. He's one of those guys, and just again with the Houston Rockets, they're on the rise right now, and he's probably like the main factor for that case right now. And I think he's a great young player.
Yeah, no doubt. At 8, I have Zion. So pretty much just to echo what Isaac said, I mean, and what Jake said, driving, finishing, can shoot the ball a little bit, great from the field. The only thing is availability. And when you have a body like that, as thick as he is and as big as he is, it's hard to do, but It's what it comes down to. If he was available and he had multi all-star appearances and whatnot and was on the court, then he would definitely be higher. So
he's been better the last 2 seasons for availability. I think he played like 60 something 2 years
I thought
ago.
he played like 70 games last year.
He played 70 last year. I was talking about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He's definitely been getting better at it. So
yeah.
Number 8 is where I'm gonna get a ton of hate. This is where I got Chet slotted in.
Okay.
I got Chet at 8. Should I read off my number 7 real quick? Because 7 and 8 go hand in hand. I might as well just get all the beef out now.
Now I know you don't got Wemby at 7.
I got Wemby at 7. I got 8 Chet, Wemby.
That's
7.
low, man. So you got Halliburton over Wemby.
Yeah.
I got Halliburton over Wemby too.
I don't think that's crazy at all, bro. Oh, we're not even there yet. I'm talking about 8 at Chet, 7 at Wemby. I think I'm gonna make this clear right now. Wemby's defense is head and shoulders better than Chet. That is clear to me. But dude, I think I got the stat. Yep. Chet shot 53% from the field goal, 37% from 3, and he shot like 7 less attempts.
What did you shoot from the field?
53 from the field.
Oh, okay.
37 from 3.
Okay.
On like 6 less attempts as well. Wemby only averaged 5 more points on. It was like 7 more attempts. I think if you switch their roles, their points per game switch. That's what I'm kind of looking at. I think Chet will have the ball in his hands, taking more shots, so Chet gets more shots.
I don't think that Chet is the third option in that.
If Wemby was on the OKC Thunder, they'd win the championship. That's how I view
for his
it.
defense.
And offense. I think he'd absolutely excel on the offense.
SGA
would take so much more load off him when Wemby's on the Spurs, bro. He doesn't really have like a good second option really for.
Not only is Wemby a better defender than Chet, he's such a bigger lob threat, and I know that they're the same size, so we kind of categorize them as like, oh, they're the same player. They play the same way because of their size, but I think Wemby plays so much bigger than Chet, just in terms of rim running and even ball handling and shooting threes, man.
Chet's a better 3-point shooter than Wemby is.
Well, how much do you have the attempts or no?
I do. I think I do actually have them pulled up. Wemby shot 5.5 threes per game and made 1.8. Chet shot 4 threes a game and made 1.6.
Right. So Wemby's shooting more threes and making more a game.
But he's shooting worse. He's taking more. He's taking more shots and making 0.2 more.
That's just the situation.
And that's only because he's taking more shots. I think if Chet was taking more shots, he'd be a higher scorer.
I don't, because the thing that you're saying is if they swapped teams, if you were to say if they swapped shot attempts, then maybe
maybe that's where I'm going with.
Yeah, because I can't see if they swap teams, because Wemby on that OKC Thunder team is the number 2 option. He's not taking a backseat to JDub.
So right. That's where I'm 100%.
Maybe.
Okay.
Right, so I got Chet 8. I got Chet 8, Wemby 7.
Okay. All right. Jake, who is your
7? I think we're on 7.
7? Gotta go with Paolo Banchero, man. I think he's starting a nice squad in the Orlando Magic, and I think he's gonna be their franchise player there. I took him to the playoffs. What I saw from him in the last playoff season was ridiculous. Yeah. That was nuts.
His playoff run was awesome, especially as like a 22-year-old guy. So
I think he was taking over, and I like how he's taking calls. Go ahead, Isaac.
I was about to say I got Paolo coming up here soon, so I definitely have the same feelings that he's
So I got Banchero, and I like how he took that head roll. He took that lead on a playoff team in the Orlando Magic, and I think as long as he's there, the Magic are going to be pretty set there. So he's definitely.
Yeah, no, I like it. At 7 for me, I don't know. I got Tyrese Halliburton. I guess you guys got him a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, dude, I got him higher than that for sure.
The guys that I have over him, I just feel like are a lot more valuable. I like Tyrese
Now I
Halliburton.
didn't know who he has over Tyrese, bro. What the
The
hell?
players that I have over
Dog,
Tyrese, I would absolutely take
You
over.
dog.
Tyrese is a dog. He's a dog, and he can pass the ball real well. He's one of the best passers in the NBA.
You have
But
there's not 6 other people under 25.
I will name 6 other people, and I will make my case for them when that time comes. But just know for now, Tyrese Halliburton is my 7th player.
Number okay, I already said number 7 because I said Wemby was 7.
Well, you got to go. Well, let's go back to Jake, and he'll do his 6, and then we'll go back to you.
All right.
Well, did you do your 7, Isaac, or no?
Yeah, I said Chet was 8, Wemby was 7.
His 7 is Wemby.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so 6. Let me get my notes up. 6, I got Tyrese Maxey. You know, he's.
Yeah.
When I was looking up at the stats, I was so surprised. He averaged 26 points per game. Yeah, 25.9 PPG. So that 26, man. 3.6 rebounds per game and damn near close to 7 assists per game. And I mean, his field goal percentage is like 45.5. So I mean, it's not crazy low or high. So it's just like mediocre. But 26 points per game on the 76ers, like they got a nice squad for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. So we're on 6, right?
Yeah, 6.
My 6 is Tyrese Maxey as well. I think all in all, the same thing with Tyrese Halliburton versus Tyrese Maxey. It's pulling hairs, but at the same time, I think Tyrese Maxey just brings a little bit more to the table when it comes to scoring. And then when you look at his assist numbers, he does. Tyrese Maxey is a better scorer than Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, yeah, that's obvious.
Okay, maybe.
He averages 4 points a game than him. He averages 4 less assists.
Oh, he doesn't have more value than Halliburton, though. That's crazy. Halliburton's probably the best floor general in the league right now.
He is the best floor general, but at the same time, Tyrese Halliburton, in my opinion, is the number 1 option on his team, and Tyrese Maxey plays with an MVP candidate.
Wait, you said what? Say that again. You said Maxey's the best scorer on his team?
No, Maxey is the second option Maxey is the second option on his team with an MVP candidate, and Halliburton is the number 1 option on his team with Pascal Siakam as his second best player.
I know, so he's the number 1 passer and the number 1 scorer.
He is. He's one of the best passers in the whole entire NBA, but at the same time, it's only 1 spot above. You guys got Halliburton in the top 3?
No, I don't have him top 3.
You got him. I got Paolo over Halliburton.
Nah, I got Paolo right now slated at mine.
Who's on Team USA right now, bro? Who's on Team USA right now? He's on there for a reason, dog.
But he's not going to play that much.
I think he's the best floor
I love
general.
Halliburton as a player. I do. But when you look at him in the playoffs, Halliburton didn't play elite in the playoffs.
I mean, that's true.
That Pacers team in general didn't do.
Right. Yeah, I just think it's literally pulling hairs. I think Maxey is a tad bit better of a defender than Halliburton, and he can score the ball a little bit more. So that's my 6.
All right.
Okay.
That's why it's your list. That's why it's your list.
Right. Mr. Wemby over Chet.
Number 6, I got Pablo Banchero. A lot's already been said about him. I think on that Magic's team, what he did in the playoffs was elite.
Yep.
All right, we're on 5 now.
Yep.
Yeah, 5.
All right, so 5, gonna go with Ja Morant, dude. He's one of the best finishers in the league. He can shoot the ball a little bit too, and he just when he plays, that Grizzlies team is so much better than what they were last season when he was injured. But yeah, when he plays, man, the Grizzlies turned into a playoff team right away.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Well, you can, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to base off his stats from last year because he barely played, but
I took his stats from 2023.
Yeah,
because he only played like 9 games last year.
Yeah,
right.
So at my 5, and I just want to say this: I do not think that Tyrese Halliburton is better than Ja Morant. I don't think that. I'm sorry. I'm taking Ja.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
At Jake, so I don't think.
I was like,
wait, what?
I'm taking Ja over Tyrese Halliburton like 9 out of 10 times out of the week.
Jake's scared he's gonna have more allegations.
Oh, hell no, bro.
Tyrese.
Hell no.
Dude, everyone looks at Tyrese Halliburton's assists, sees 10, and they're like,
11 actually.
Way. Dude, Ja averaged like 28, 8 and 5 like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he
I'm
got.
not taking him
That's
over. I'm
true.
taking him over Tyrese, bro. I'm sorry. But my 5 is Paolo Banchero. Dude,
Respectful.
the reason why is because of that playoff run. That playoff run, he literally came out and played like he was a 10-year vet.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
led a team
he
I
didn't, he
like
didn't look
that.
like the same
21
player.
years old, bro. Like he
Yep.
came out and led a team like 21 years old. He plays like a certain type of player that we're not allowed to say quite yet that he does play like. But at the same time, when you watch him, you
You're gonna say
say
LeBron.
he plays a little bit like LeBron when you watch him play. And we can't say that yet because he's so young. But at the same time,
Right.
it's like you watch him play sometimes and you see him with the ball in his hands dribbling down the court, and it's like,
He's got
Yeah,
dude,
he's
like
not as good as
fluid.
LeBron, but
He's
yeah,
like fluid for his size. Like he
Yeah,
goes
he
down.
is.
He
Right.
doesn't act like he's like 6'9", 6'10".
yeah,
yeah,
and
that's
whatever.
the thing though. He's bigger than LeBron. He's 6'10".
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, he moves like a guard, and I love the
Yeah.
like the charge and the leadership he took in the playoffs last year.
Mhm. Yep.
Definitely. Number 5, I got slated in. This is where I got Maxey at.
Okay.
Bro's a hooper,
So
bro.
Tyrese Halliburton is in your top 4.
Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton is
Is Ja on your list?
yeah, no, it's
Okay.
I can run through it. But yeah,
So
Maxey's
wait,
number 5.
who's your 5, Isaac?
Tyrese
Maxey?
Maxey. I mean,
Okay.
at these next 5, more 5 and 4, dude, you're pulling hairs, bro. You can have him or her. I think I'd rather have Halliburton over Maxey, but I like that floor generalness of Maxey. I like kind of that defense of Halliburton, or
Okay.
that, and that's how I kind of looked at it.
All right. Jake, who's your 4?
I'm gonna go with the face of the future, face of the league in the next couple of years is Wemby, man. You know, I think he's the greatest prospect the NBA's ever seen, bro. And I mean, his size 7'4", he can dribble, play make, kind of shoot like a guard. It's just unreal. And
Yeah.
you know, I think he got sold a little bit. I think he should have won Defensive Player of the Year's rookie season, man. Like
I can
3
get behind
point.
that.
Like there's a couple games where he has like 7, 8 blocks a game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, he's a
Mhm.
dog.
Yeah, I like that a lot. My 4s, dude, my 3 and 4 are so close. I like couldn't even decide. It's very hard, but I went with Wemby as well. Pretty much like Jake said, I think he could have won Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year. I think next year, him and Chris Paul and Keldon Johnson and Sell,
Oh yeah.
they're going to come out and he's probably going to average. I wouldn't be surprised if he came out and averaged 25, 12, and
I'm seeing 25. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
mean,
know.
if you
I don't
look
know
at
if
his
I don't know if his
averages like
assists
that-
go up, but because
Yeah.
because you got
Yeah.
Chris Paul, but
That's my 4, and
Right.
I would echo that statement that I do agree. I know that Isaac says that we hear it all the time, but I do think that Wemby is the best prospect that has probably ever came into the NBA
Bro,
other than LeBron James.
we hear that every 2 to 3 years, bro.
Yes,
Every
but when you
2 to
look at
3
it, we didn't hear that about
It's
Cade though.
so
We didn't
much
hear
different.
that.
Yeah. We heard that about Zion. We
Right.
heard that Ben Simmons was gonna play like LeBron James when he developed his shot.
See, that is true to a point,
We
but at the
heard-
same time, I feel like with Wemby, you could already kind of see it, like when he was coming in the league. With Ben Simmons, you could look at some things and be like,
Just
well, I
with
don't
his
know.
size and how he's able to just handle
We're
the
hearing it.
ball.
We're hearing about
no
Cooper
other-
Flag right now. How this dude's about to whatever team he lands on, he's gonna change their franchise.
True,
We're hearing it right now, dude.
but
It's just,
Not like
dude.
Wemby,
I
though.
feel like I hear that every year, every 2 to
Yeah.
3 years, bro. It always pops
Okay.
up.
Yeah, that's valid.
We
That is
literally had the
valid.
Pelicans like crying, bro, when they got the lottery pick. Bro. Like they were that excited.
Mhm.
well, I do
So
think
who's
Zion
your
would be a
fourth?
top in the league if he's
4?
healthy.
4 for me. I got
Who's your-
4. I got Halliburton. I mean,
So okay. Mhm.
he's that. I just edge him out over Maxey. I don't know. I just like him as a player better, man. I feel like he's done a lot ever since he went to the Pacers. He kind of switched around that team, and then and the Pacers like, all right, we actually we won this trade. We got the better end of this trade, saving Sabonis, and then they got Siakam, and that team kind of is taking the steps in the right directions. I think I like Maxey more than I think I like Halliburton more than Maxey as a player.
Okay, that's valid. Jake, who's your 3?
3. We're on 3.
Tyrese. I think he's again the best floor general in the
I can't get
league.
down with
That's
Tyrese
way
over
too high,
Wemby.
bro. That's way too high.
I can't get down with
bro.
Tyrese over Wemby.
You guys
I
have
can't.
Tyrese at 4, bro.
How? He's proven more. He's more proven as a player.
Looking into the future, and if you give me a choice between Wemby and Tyrese,
Well, yeah, looking into the future, top 25 right now, though.
but it is a mixture. I'll give you that. It is a mixture of what they've already done, so that is true.
I did it just based off of like the following year and the previous year.
Yeah.
And what they've done in like a couple. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I got Tyrese Halliburton, and like before his injury, bro, he was like, I'm pretty sure he was scoring like 25 points per game too, and then he got that injury.
He kind of got that shot down. He had that ugly shot for a minute to start the year. And I feel like
bro.
That out. He was like,
I'm pretty sure he was averaging closer to like 25, 26 points per game before his injury, and then his points fell down after that. So I think that could have had a factor in it, but I think he has a good shot.
Definitely a dog. Don't get me wrong. He's a dog.
Yeah, I think the Pacers definitely won that trade.
But
it's a bonus.
Give me Maxey. But give me Maxey though.
Read your number 4. Oh, what are we on 3? We're on 3.
We're on 3 now. My 3 is John Morant. I cannot put John Morant over Tyrese. I cannot put Tyrese Halliburton over John Morant. I'm sorry. I just can't. I think John is too explosive. He's too willing of a defender. He's an underrated playmaker, in my opinion, when you look at it.
Yeah, he's a good
no, he is. He is a good passer.
But it's kind of it. I mean, he's super explosive. All in all, I just really like Ja, and I think he's going to wake up a lot of people this upcoming year just because he got suspended for something kind of stupid.
I think a lot of people forgot about him for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are forgetting about him, and I think that a lot of people are sleeping on the Grizzlies too. I would not be surprised if the Grizzlies come out. Weren't they like the 2nd seed like 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think they're going to get a whole playoff series. I think they'll be
I think that they're going to be a top 4 seed. I could definitely see that. So Ja is my number 3.
I got to piggyback off you, dude. I got Ja at number 3, man. I think he's going to come out this year. And what he's proven in the past, before last year, he's been a dog, man. A lot of people are considering he's like, hey, he's way better than Zion. We kind of saw that right away.
Yeah.
I think he's just got that dog. He's way more explosive. He's an underrated passer, like you said. And he really goes out there and changes the Grizzly franchise for them.
Yeah, I love Ja. I do think Ja is a very good player.
Our top 2 should be the same.
Yeah, should we all pretty much just say our top 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we all have the same player at number 2? Do we all the same player at number 2?
Yeah.
Is it Tony?
Yep, Tony.
Is it Tony Edwards? Okay. Yeah. I think we can all kind of agree on that. And Luka's number 1.
I have Ron Holland at number 1. I think Ron Holland just put
I have Dyson Daniels at number 1. I think just what he brings to the table defensively, lengthy guard.
I agree with you on that. My top 1's Brandon Miller, actually. Just as a shooter.
Dude, he was actually an honorable mention for me.
Yeah,
do you want to share honorable mentions right now too?
I don't really have a list for that, but I can
I had 3 players that I have in my honorable mentions.
Okay.
I had Franz Wagner, Darius Garland, and Evan Mobley.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't have Franz. DG was probably the closest guy that I was gonna put on my list. Franz was up there too, but
Franz is better than DG. I think.
He was so good before that Mitchell trade. He was so good before that Mitchell trade, and then they kind of brought him down a little bit. But I really like all 3 of those players.
Yeah, that's Sexland duo. Best
Sexland.
Sexland?
Yeah, bro.
Colin Sexton and Darius Garland.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Black and Grady Dick were also honorable mentions on my list. That Black Dick combo. But
yeah, no. But
let's talk about
let's talk. All right, honorable mentions, bro.
I got. Just because I didn't have him in my top 15, I feel like I low-key should have. Chet got to be in there, bro.
He probably should have been slotted in there a little bit, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
To the Wake
my bad
to
the viewers, bro. I sold on that. Chet definitely should have been top 15. I'm not going to lie, though.
Y'all ever seen that one Chet quote where he's talking about KD shooting?
I don't think
so.
Bruh, he like tweeted out some tweet, bro, and you can't even understand what he said.
It's just like pre-NBA.
What? No, this was like when he was in the league, bro. He met what? So the tweet says 53 from Trey Ball is OD shooting hang pulls. What I think he meant to say is like shooting threes from that far out is overdoing it. I don't know what hang pulls means. I'll be honest. What does that mean?
He just got that slang in him from OKC that, like, we've never
Bro,
been able to develop.
he swears he's gangster, bro.
Yeah.
But hold up.
All right, I got 2 players though that I do like a lot. I don't know if they're necessarily honorable mentions, but I think Hami Jaquez, bro. I
Yeah,
like
that's
him a
true.
lot.
I like Hami a lot.
And yeah, remember him at UCLA, bro? Like
Yes.
he was sweet at UCLA.
I will
didn't
never
think his
forget.
game. What?
I'll never forget all of us on spring break, bro. We're watching
Our
that
spring
UCLA
break
game.
team.
Bro, Johnny Juzang, Jay Silky.
Johnny
He
Juzang.
was too different with
So,
it, bro.
who-
Wow.
You know who I like a lot too is Cam Whitmore. Have you seen him play in the summer league this year, bro? He's
Yeah, did you see him against the
He should not
Pistons?
be playing. He should not be playing in the summer league. He's just
Cam
absolutely
Whitmore?
embarrassing. Cam
Well,
Whitmore.
he just means he's out, like, he's out playing everyone.
No, I know, but did you see
Yeah.
him against the Pistons?
Yeah, he dropped like
No.
lot.
No, he
No?
dropped like 1 from 15 from the field and didn't make
Didn't
a
he just
shot.
who did
from
he
Did he
drop
really?
35 on?
That was on the
Are we-
late. I don't know. That might be the late. I don't know. I've just been seeing him go off this summer.
I
league.
like Cam Whitmore a lot. I do like
I'm
Cam
thinking of
Whitmore.
the wrong dude. I'm thinking of the Whitey on the Bulls.
But Cam Whitmore, last summer
Oh
league game, versus the Pistons, had 5 points and went 1 from 15 from the field and 0 for 5 from 3.
He putting up Alex Star numbers.
Bro,
Yeah,
can we
those-
talk about that Alex R performance?
That's the new
Yeah.
How
Tony
are you
Snell.
7-2 and you go 0 for 20 from the field? You can't get one of them to go? You're this tall, bro.
Dude, he
was it?
shot
It was
like 7 threes too. I don't know what he
It
was.
was like
It was
0
like
for like 17.
he was like, I'm Curry. One of them's got to fall.
He must have just been throwing shit up or not.
Hey, shout out
caring what
Alex
he was
Star for
putting up.
building a new orphan place down in
Orphanage. Bro, yeah, I don't get
Should we
how
do
he
the
did
over under? I kind of want to do the
only
over
like
under.
52
that.
minutes
Dude, we
in.
gotta save that for next episode, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I gotta make a bathroom break.
We
Yeah,
gotta
bro,
cut some of this shit out.
We gotta save that because I gotta make sure that this uploads too, bro. We're going on like 55 minutes
Facts.
by the time we
Okay, yeah.
end.
All right, bro.
Let's save that for the next episode. Next
Yeah.
episode, man, we got
Lions
got
training
Vegas.
camp.
Yep.
NBA teams over under.
Yep. For Vegas win totals.
And then
we'll come
whatever
up,
else
man.
we can think of.
Man, I wanna keep doing these type of lists. Honestly,
I want to do I saw something on the radio they did. It was NFL players.
Can we stop
It
recording?
was like,
Loki?
would you rather? And they named
No,
a
we're
player.
not. We're still recording.
Oh, okay.
It was
Yeah.
like a name your player, and it was like, would you rather have this guy over this guy?
Okay, yeah, we can do something like that. And I like doing the list too. Dude, I was even thinking like we can go through before the NBA season and do positional rankings as well.
Yeah.
Shoot,
Like
the
point
top
guard, shooting
5,
guard, small
3,
forward,
top
yeah,
5
of all
shooting guard.
positions. Maybe we could do duos or something. Maybe we could do, and then we'll do predictions and shit for you guys too. We'll do like record predictions and stuff like that, or like playoff MVP, defensive player of the year. So that's always real fun to do.
We got
So,
a lot of Lions stuff coming up though. I'm excited.
Yeah,
that.
Lion stuff as well too. So, but yeah, we'll wrap it up here. You guys get anything to say?
Great pod.
It's fun,
Dope
bro.
pod.
Thing with
Great
these
pod.
lists though is like we all say the same thing, kind of. Like there's not much to say
To
once one
a
guy-
point, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, but in the future, man, we'll have some.
Good to know
We'll
where
get
some of
into
y'all
some
heads are
today,
at.
you know. So yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, we appreciate all you guys watching, man. Shout out to the guys, and we'll be back probably next week, probably Sunday or something. So
Oh, it's Thursday.
Okay, bet.
Damn. I was gonna say this week, but
Yeah.
it is Thursday.
yeah, I mean, I'm talking next Sunday. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mate.
Okay.
We'll see.
we'll figure something out. Yeah, we appreciate all you guys watching, man. Shout out to you guys.
You gotta have Zobob maybe on the next
Yeah,
episode. Maybe.
Zobob, get your ass. Watch the pod. How about he just hit the group chat the other day like, I haven't watched the pod yet, guys. I'm like, man, watch a pod, brother. Come on.
He ain't going to.
All right, man. X's and O show signing off.
All right,
Appreciate you
peace.
guys. Yes, sir.